Hello and welcome to the Geek Zone. I am Will and this is World of Tanks. Now, as the geeks out there have probably noticed, I have a new microphone. Yes, and for those of you who want to know what it is a Samsung C01U. This is the same microphone that Total Biscuit advises for new YouTubers to get, so I took the leap into my money pouch and I purchased it. This is what I work long and hard to do. This is why I don't do YouTube full time, so I can purchase bits for YouTube. It's always fun. Anyway, let's get down to the game, and I'll talk about the microphone at the end of the game if you guys really want me to. But yes, okay, so as some of you have probably noticed, we've been getting a lot of Leopard 1 replays, and I really love the Leopard 1, so I've been putting them out there and showing you guys some of these fantastic games I've been getting. So if you have any tank, not just the Leopard 1, any tank indeed, please do send them to thegeekzone@hotmail.com, and I'll review them and do what I'm doing now, so it'd be fantastic if you could do that. But anyway, yeah, so Viper, who's my partner in the Geek Zone, for those of you who don't know, he does all the background information, all this sort of thing, and he was talking about it and saying, oh, these guys are really good, man, I can't match up to these guys, I really want to do this sort of thing. And he especially watched the one with 8,000 damage. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to have a look at that. Yeah, 8,000 damage, and he was like, that's insane. Okay, so he's been trying to beat this, and he gets so close in this game, so close, and the fact that he's a tier 9 tank instead of the tier 10 Leopard 1 is, he's pretty much got to the same sort of level as that 8,000 play game. And this game is fantastic, as you can see. It's a shot into that T50 there and just completely annihilates him as the Elk gets completely destroyed on the hill there. So it's at the moment it's 1-1. I'm guessing that Lorraine 15550 is actually suicided, as it's 1-1 with two of their enemy tanks actually missing. He puts a really nice shot into the Tiger there, and the VK302D sitting there. So the Tiger, he's been obviously spotted there. Viper's Sixth Sense flashing up. He loves this tank to bits. He gets nailed there by something into the side of this tank. You can see the shot there. I'm guessing either that T32 or the Ferdinand. Would have more expected a little bit more damage off those two tanks though, so I'm really not sure where that shot came from. Using his bodies, what the fuck? Using these bushes to conceal himself and just getting the right amount of depression from his gun there to smack one into the Ferdinand as that T44 finishes off the Ferdinand. So Viper's taken 3 shots, he's at 1.1k damage, tier 9 game, that sort of damage is expected at tier 9. So nothing fantastic. The T44 player, the guy who's also got 1 kill on our team, watch him. Fantastic player. The communication between him and Viper is really good, and just generally really helping out. Viper said give him a special shout out, so to that T44 driver, shout out to you, mate, fantastic game and well done on the score, which I'll show you guys the score he gets at the end. So he's Viper's just using the bushes and the hill here, moving in and out of locations, making sure the artillery doesn't have a clear line on him, and taking shots. He sees the E75, sees he can't get a clear shot on him there, but as he moves back, he gets one into the side from Viper. It's a really nice damaging roll there, nearly 400. So again, he still sits there, sort of ignoring the shot that just went into him, and just sort of doesn't do anything, and then he moves back behind the building as Viper gets one to the teeth. The T32 gets finished off by the T44 again. Viper takes a shot into that E75, really unlucky shot there into the T75 and bringing him down to 1 health. The T44 finished off the T32, so good job again, mate. Focus firing there, really nice play. Again, Viper sees the T32, the E75 is not a massive problem anymore. He's going to die pretty soon anyway, he's only on 1 health. But his gun is still alive, his gun is still up, he is still a massive danger. The E75 is not a tank to just sort of ignore, even in tier 10 games. So you people who ignore the E75 because it's obviously E75, never mind. Yeah, you shouldn't be. The thing is really dangerous. I don't know one person who would ignore that tank. But anyway, so Viper still on the top of the hill, still taking shots, really nice clean shots, nearly up to 3k damage. Again, so this is getting to a pretty reasonable game in tier 10. The VK302D there, getting a shot, and Viper finish him off. Beautiful shot there. bringing Viper up to 3 kills and 3.2k damage. He sees the Curvenon, I think it's pronounced Carvenon, I think it's pronounced. That's the English tier 8 heavy, with the one I can never pronounce correctly. I think I really am just going to give up. I might have to consult Google Translate for that one. So he finishes off the Carvenon, I'm going to call it, and they bring him to 4 kills and nearly 4k damage. So he moves over to the hill and starts putting shots into that Jag Tiger who's moving up. So far they haven't been able to successfully cap at all because the amount of shots that Viper and this T-44 are pummeling into him. This hill really does sort of destroy the cover that the town gives you. The town gives you some really serious good cover, but if you get light or medium tanks up on this ridge quickly, you can pretty much annihilate anything they have down there, because the angles you can get, especially with something like the Leopard PTA. The gun has a fantastic accuracy of 3.2, I think, and fantastic reload time, accuracy, damage output. Its DPM is fantastic. So this gun, for this sort of long range shots, is absolutely insane and very, very, very good. The Jag Panther there, he takes a shot on the Jag Tiger and sadly does miss, but the Jag Panther there still is popped up, been open target. They have started a cap, so maybe Viper should be getting a little bit worried about that, as Viper takes a shot into that Jag Panther doing 393 damage, and the T-44 then also takes a shot into him and finishes him off. So good shot again. Viper and the T-44 are the only tanks left. They are highly outgunned, outmatched, and they could easily lose this, but Viper, he's definitely not one to give up. He's not one to just keel over and let it slide. So him and this T-44 do some serious work here, as you can see, both from flanking both sides of the ridge there and going straight into the town to find and stop that cap. As soon as you enter the cap, of course, the cap has paused as soon as you enter, and he puts a really nice shot into that Jag Tiger, finishing off, bringing him to 5 kills and 4.9k damage. Now this is getting to a seriously high tempo game. Your blood starts to pump when you're sort of outnumbered, when the artillery shells are landing here, there, everywhere. The T-50 can scout you like a bitch. It's a fantastic little light tank, that is. Even at tier 4, these games are still really good for it. Viper kind of struggling to shoot it on the move here. Thing's really fast. He thinks, fuck it, if you're going to run around the building, I'll destroy the building. The artillery shells are still landing all around him there. The T-50 is just about to die, and beautiful shot into the side there to the T-50. The T-50 is no longer with us. Goodbye and good night. So 6 kills and a top gun to Viper there, 3 kills to the T-44. Viper just hit the 5k mark. So again, fantastic. He starts hiding behind this building. Maybe he can cap, but no. The Tiger ends up, and the artillery end up finishing off the building. The Tiger's only 7 health. Viper thinks, fuck it, finish him off quickly and then move on. Viper's still got a little bit of health to play with, so maybe he can take some interesting decisions and see what happens. So stopping there, pausing, taking the shot onto the Tiger was not, I would say, a risk on his health. The Lorraine can't do huge amounts of damage, but it can fire in really quick succession. So yeah, not a massive risk, but he did finish off the Tiger. The Tiger's gun is still quite nice, and he says to the T-44, yeah, go for the artillery, and the T-44 went for it. He starts saying, okay, let's do this then, and he starts going for the artillery. So Hunter, sorry, not Hunter, that's another clanmate of mine. Viper starts scouting out bushes and roundabout locations from where the artillery most likely is. So along where Viper first went, in that little ridge next to the train track, that's one. The T-44 spots the T-34, and this thing's a serious deadly tank, especially in any game really. The gun on it is absolutely phenomenal. It's a bit like the 32/T29, and with a seriously powerful gun on it. So it's not something to sort of sit there and go, ah, it's just a tier 8. No, this thing is a tier 8 body and chassis and speed, but with a tier 9 or 10 gun. This thing is pretty damn phenomenal. Viper puts some shots into the back of him and ends up tracking him here, as you can see. He has been spotted, so he does have to be careful. As you can see, he doesn't move quite quick enough, or change his patterns that he's driving at isn't quite erratic enough, and he does actually take a shell. There you go, from the Lorraine into the track, very luckily. As you can see, the Lorraine not doing a huge amount of damage to him still. He's still got 957 health to... Sorry, 967 health to play with there. And he's still putting shells into that T-34. He may possibly be able to take another shot from the Lorraine 155, but I really wouldn't bet on it now. That is not something I would bet on. He has to be careful. He puts another shot into that T-34, but sadly no damage. He luckily moves just out of the way there from dodging the artillery shell. So this is starting to get tight tempoed here. The artillery know exactly where he is. They are raining shells on the T-34 is now aiming at him, and he brings him down to 91 health with sadly quite a low roll there, 155, 355 even. And so again, Leopard, Viper saying, alright, the artillery's over there, and the T-44 says, yes, affirmative, I got what you mean, and let's do this shit, let's rip this shit apart. So, Viper just wasting a shot there, just smacking one in for the hell, that's Viper for you, let's just do it, why the fuck not. So, the T-34 actually is gone, the Viper getting the finishing blow on him there. Actually, I'm a bit confused about what just happened. I'm just going to skip back quickly. Okay, so we've paused back a little bit here, and I'm going to slow it down because something interesting happened here. As you can see, Viper is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kills, and he sees that dead Lorraine 15550, but it says he has 98% health left, and he actually smacks a shot into him, doesn't get a kill for it. He's still on his 7 kills, but he does get a 323 damage for it. Now I thought I'll just pull this video back a bit and show these, because that is actually something quite interesting. I never noticed that before at all. That was something I was still wondering. I watched this video 2 or 3 times. I watched all my videos 2 or 3 times before I actually play them. So that was kind of interesting to me, just to see that if something dies in the water, like that Lorraine 15550 had, if all the crew are dead, it still has a health pool and you can still get some damage output. So if you do see a tank that is suicided like that, or accidentally died like that, and you want a little bit of extra damage, then take a shot into him, because he's basically an AFK player giving you free damage. So yeah, go ahead. So thanks for showing us that, Viper. That was interesting to actually have a look at. Sorry for the little lapse in thing, but that was really interesting to actually have a look at. I never knew that actually was a thing. So for those of you who didn't know that, then there you go. T-44 says go for the Radley Walters. Very, very nice player there. Letting your teammates get your Radley Walters or your stuff like that. Radley Walters has 8 kills in a tier 5 or more game. The Lorraine 155 misses, or even goes for the T-44 there. Viper puts a shot into him, tracking him, but not doing a huge amount of damage. That was a really, really low roll there. And he gives him, this is quite funny, I really like that, gives him a ram down the hill, and then lifts him up slightly and drops him for the final 2 health. So, T-44, very good, well played, fantastic game. T-44 backing up Viper really nicely, nice communication, saying okay, we should start going for artillery. Okay, I think the artillery are over here. Okay, really nice flanking on the T-34 there, and again, the T-44 letting Viper have that Radley Walters, which is a little bit more XP, a little bit more credits for Viper. So very, very nice gameplay. Thank you to the T-44 there, fantastic game, both of you. So let's have a look at some after battle reports. So we're looking at the after battle reports, and we can see on this stat screen that 97,000 credits. That's a huge amount of credits for a tier 9 tank. He got 51,000 credits profit. So again, awesome. 51,000 credit profit is something that's close to premium standards. That's close to stuff I get my my SU 12244 and my IS6 when I've actually gone in, done quite a bit of damage and then died. That's the sort of profit earning I'm looking at with that, especially if I've been using premium rounds. There you go, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good profit margin there. 50k is pretty damn good. So hit percentage is 82, so very nice there. Nice, lovely stack of medals there, and he actually got 741 damage upon detecting, so very nice again. Damage dealt was 7,622, so a huge amount even for a tier 9 tank. Fantastic game vibe, absolutely fantastic. Maybe still not as good as the 8,000 game, but nevertheless this is a tier lower than that Leopard 1 8,000 game. So Viper, very, very well played, mate, using the tank to one of its huge strengths at the beginning with its sniping, and near the middle and the end using its speed to go check bushes and taking out that T50. And yeah, absolutely fantastic game, Viper. So you can see a huge number of tanks destroyed. He got his Top Gun, his Radley Walters, his you got a Master Gunner, Sniper, or is that Sharpshooter? That's a Sharpshooter, I do believe, actually, as well as a Defender, and yeah, just absolutely phenomenal game, mate. Absolutely phenomenal game. So let's go have a look at the actual team report here. That T-44 doing 4,000 damage. That's pretty damn good. You can see no one else on his team did anything close to that, and the top player on the enemy team did a 4,100 damage. So that T-44 Rathy, fantastic game there. As you can see, Rathy and Viper are actually in a conversation down the bottom of the screen there, and that was Rathy saying good game, very good game, mate. So Rathy actually looked Viper up and said fantastic game, mate. Now that is the sort of community I love to see. I know you guys are out there on tanks playing. I know that you guys who do what Rathy just did and go out there, congratulate your friends, use teamwork and coordinate tactics, let people get a Radley Walters medal and stuff like that. Fantastic game, Rathy, and just generally a really nice guy. So that is sort of the polite standard in World of Tanks everyone should be aiming for. He got Viper though, again, top of the game by huge amounts, almost doubled everyone in his team's score, everyone in the whole entire game, apart from that Jag Tiger and of course Rathy and his T-44. He completely destroyed and tripled everyone's game scores. Absolutely fantastic. Better damage, that is, by the way. Absolutely fantastic game, Viper. This is absolutely phenomenal. You were stuck with not the best team. You and Rathy carried it through and completely annihilated everyone. So let's have a look. Shots fired with 28, direct hits 30, 23, and penetrations were actually 23. With the penetration of value this gun actually has, if you get a direct hit, it's pretty much always going to be a penetrating hit. Damage of, again, 7.6k, and hits received of 3 with a potential damage of 1.3k, so very close to death. He is quite a lucky chappy to get that. Enemies detected was 4, enemies damaged was 13, and enemies destroyed was 8. He damaged nearly every player via, apart from 2 enemy tanks on the enemy team, so really dishing out a huge amount of damage. As you can see from the experience earnings, it was a 2.2 game with, pardon me, with premium, so that's 2,245 experience with premium, and a 4.4 K game with his ×2 bonus. So again, fantastic game there, Viper, absolutely astonishing, and with 97 grand credits and a 51 profit margin, 1,000 profit margin with credits, phenomenal. So if you guys really like this, please give us a like and subscribe. If you didn't, then give us a thumbs down and tell me in the comment section why you didn't really like it. Visit us at Facebook at the Geek Zone. The Geek Zone, it'll be all in the description below. If you want to give us a like there, that'd be fantastic. It's for all the latest news for World of Tanks, news like new maps, new specials that are always on, and stuff like that. Just every day, pretty much an update being forward, and more updates on the way. With 8.6 coming out soon, you're gonna start seeing some sneaky peeks throughout the our Facebook page. So if you want to keep up to date with all the latest little bits and pieces, then please do check that out. Again, follow us on Twitter, it'll be in the description below, and you can see all the video updates and just general shit that I'm doing in the day, most likely me complaining about work. But anyway, yeah, fantastic game, Viper, a lovely 6 medals, almost 5k game on a 5k XP on a ×2. So I am Will, this was World of Tanks. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow.